everyone, Mitch coming in for the Command Score Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a fun one for you. I'm going to be talking about the most broken 3-mana commanders you absolutely need to build. And of course, there's a handy-dandy link in the description below in case you're interested in any of the cards on this episode. So that said, let's jump into it. First up, Animar, Soul of Elements. My goodness, is this a powerhouse commander? There is no denying that. A 1/1 elemental in Teamer for 3 mana. Protection from white and from black. Well, that's nice. There's a lot of removal in those colors. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get a counter on Animar. Oh, and by the way, just a small little thing right here. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less gas for each counter on Animar. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Basically, cost reduction and cost reduction that you can very easily increase again and again and again. I mean, think about, casting this little guy, for just 2 mana, Hullbreaker. A 7/8 Kraken with Flash for 7 mana in blue. Can't be countered whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Basically, bounce spells back to owner's hands, like delay, casting essentially. Or just bounce non-land permanents, which it does actually have its own infinite combos going on with that. But of course, your commander does as well. Ancestral Statue, when it enters the battlefield, return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If you've got 4 counters on Animar, guess what? This is free, and this can bounce itself back to your hand. You keep getting it, bring it back again and again and again and again and again. You see where this is going. Infinite loop, infinite counters on Animar. Okay, rules lawyers out there, a trillion, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy things that you can do with this one. It is so overpowered, and again, it is hard to deal with. It is a win con on its own. It's a win con when it comes to cost reduction. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Next up, let's make some hay with Baylen the Haymaker, a 4/3 Rabbit Warrior for 3 mana in Naya. Tap 2 untapped tokens you control at 1 mana of any color. 3 untapped tokens, draw a card. 4 untapped tokens! 3 counters on this creature, gains trample till end of turn. Yeah, this tiny little rabbit is absolutely devastating to your opponents. Again, it helps you out with multiple things that are crucial in Magic. Hey, mana, card advantage, and also growing a giant rabbit to smack your opponents in the face, I guess, is also another thing as well. That being said, yeah, any kind of token, any token. So basically, you play a second harvest, and you double up every single token, whether it's a food token, a treasure token, a servo token, a squirrel, whatever tokens you have, whatever ones you want, you make them, you double them, and all of a sudden, yeah, you just tap for even more. And of course, untap effects can be very good. Of course, the best of these basically is, well, Seedborn Muse. Untap all permanents you control during each of the player's untap step. Yeah, getting all that free mana, getting all that free card advantage on every single turn, or all those free counters, I guess, on Baylen too. Yeah, this can win in a multitude of ways. It is such a gross, disgusting, amazing commander. And yeah, it's just 3 mana, and it is dominant. Speaking of squirrels, though, Chatterfang Squirrel General, a 3/3 Squirrel Warrior with Forest Walk for 3 mana and green, but it is Golgari Commander. It says if one of our tokens are created in control, those tokens plus that many 1/1 squirrels are created instead. By paying a black mana, sacrifice X squirrels. Target gets plus X, minus X until end of turn. Yeah, this is a gross commander. Again, basically, it's just like, hey, you make tokens, you get an extra squirrel. Why not? You grow your army even quicker. You go wider even quicker. You can also use your squirrels for removal, use them for pump, etc., etc. Or yeah, you can just use them for, card advantage too. Skullclamp. Hey, you know what? With those extra scrolls you're making, sure, just pay 1 mana, equip this onto them, +1, -1, they go away, and by the way, you draw 2 cards. Basically, 1 mana, draw 2 cards for a squirrel sacrifice, easy peasy. Pitiless Plunderer, though, oh my goodness, this is OP with this commander. Whenever the creature you control dies, you make a treasure token. Note that it doesn't specify non-token creature. So yes, you can go, oh, hey, squirrel? Yes. Okay, cool. I'm going to pay a black mana, sacrifice you. Oh, you die, I get a treasure. Cool. With that treasure, I also made another squirrel thanks to my commander. I sacrificed that treasure. I then sacrificed the squirrel, with the mana that I got from the treasure, and all of a sudden, I have a loop that is going on. Yeah, I can take out all my opponent's creatures, basically. You can do a lot of crazy things with that. So yeah, this is a commander that basically, again, has infinite loops. It's got a lot of infinite things that you can do with it, but of course, even just at a base level, it's an insane token-producing commander that goes wide so quickly your opponent's heads will spin. Edric, Spymaster of Trest, is such a solid commander. A 2/2 elf rogue for 3 mana in Simic. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may draw a card. Yeah, I mean, the politicking kind of just works for you. It's like, hey, everyone, just no big deal. But, hey, if you hit each other, okay, and you don't hit me, you're drawing cards. So there you go. Basically, I'm just throwing out there, like a, coastal piracy. But for everyone, but only if you hit each other and not me. You already incentivize opponents to do that, and essentially what you are doing is, well, playing little evasive creatures your opponents can't block anyways. A 1/2 Naga Rogue for a single blue mana Slitherblade can't be blocked. A lot of low-to-the-ground creatures that are evasive or, again, just straight-up unblockable like this one and this color combination, basically the Flying Men type strategy. You can draw an insane amount of cards, and of course, just, you're in blue. Play extra turn spells. There you go. Time Warp. Incredibly hard to stop something like this. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. That's going to be you. You play this, you take an extra turn. Guess what you do on that turn? You swing your tiny little creatures, like all 10 of them. You hit again, you draw more cards. Oh, look, I got another extra turn spell. You see where this is going. Yeah, Edric extra turns is super, super powerful. So gross. And again, the entire time you're like, hey, opponents, yeah, smack each other. Why not? Would you want to hit me, or do you want to get more cards? Come on. Next up, Emry, Lurker of the Loch. Ayo, 1/2 Merfolk Wizard for 3 mana in blue, affinity for artifacts. When enters mill 4 cards, tap, choose target artifact card in your graveyard and may cast that card this turn. A super simple and super deadly commander, most definitely. One that, again, costs basically nothing to cast and recast because of that affinity for artifacts. On top of that, being able to play things out of your graveyard is absolutely huge, especially, well, when some of those things are free. Because, again, I told you earlier, artifacts are broken. Mishra's Bauble, artifact for 0. Tap, sacrifice Mishra's Bauble, the top card of target player's library. Draw a card, begin next turn's upkeep. Yeah, artifacts are pretty crazy. This is basically just a free cantrip anyway, like a delayed cantrip. You go, okay, all right, I guess I don't get to draw a turn until the next turn's upkeep, but this costs 0. Oh, and by the way, my commander can keep getting it back again and again and again. And really, you don't have to wait for it, because Mirror and Spy lets you get it back again and again and again and again. A 1/3 drone with flying for 3 mana. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may untap target creature. Well, here's the thing. You untap Emry, you cast the Mishra's Bauble, you do it again and again and again. This isn't, of course, the only infinite combination with this commander. And you don't have to go infinite for this one to be incredibly effective. This can be a lockdown commander that can do some absolutely devastating things. Yeah, Emry is so good. And, of course, you can utilize, like, mass mill effects to, like, kind of tutor as well for yourself, too. Such a solid commander, such a fun commander, such a unique one. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Grumgully the Generous does not look like a dominant broken commander, but my goodness is it. This goofy goblin shaman can dominate tables here, there, and everywhere. A 3/3 for 3 mana in Gruul. Each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with additional counter on it. Again, this is a super simple commander with very super simple text that just costs 3 mana. It's an uncommon, and it's in Gruul, and your opponents are like, how can that be broken? It's 19 cents. Well, it is because, well, any commander that literally says, hey, you know what happens when you come into play? You get a counter. That's broken because Lesser Masticore, cards like this, a 2/2 Masticore for 2 mana. Cast it, you discard a card. Oh no, I lose 1 card. It's well worth it, I promise. Pay 4, 1 immature creature. Okay, well, that's not that good. But, oh, persist. There we go. That's where the part is. Hey, when it dies, if I know minus counters on it, comes back to the battlefield, a minus counter on it. Because of a rule change since the first time I started playing Magic, up until the time I came back to Magic happened. Yeah, the minus counters and the plus counters cancel each other out. So basically, if you've got a way to sacrifice this, it comes back into play, it gets a counter from your commander and a nice counter as well from persist, and they both cancel out, so it's back to the exact same spot it was. You following me here? Basically, you can infinitely sacrifice them, and when you have something like Goblin Bombardment, you win. Sacrifice a creature, 1 image to any target, ping all of your opponents down. Of course, any other sacrifice outlets work as well, in combination with like Impact Tremory type stuff too. But yeah, this is a commander that is absolutely devastating, even though it does not look like it. And again, it's an uncommon, and opponents will not take it seriously when they most definitely should. Isshin to Heavens as one really broke things open for, well, a very specific kind of card and a very specific kind of strategy, and it's absolutely busted with the right build. Sorry, Wolfgar. I mean, you kind of started it, but yeah, you are not the attack Harmonicon commander. A 3/4 human samurai for 3 mana in Mardu. If a creature attack can cause a triggered ability of permanent you control to trigger, triggers initial time. Basically, what you're going to be doing with this one is, hey, does it say extra combat? Cool. All right, let's do that. Oh, does it say, yeah, swing, do things? Cool. Yeah, let's do that as well. Yeah, maybe even one that basically has both, like a Rally of the War Leader. Hey, 3/4 Angel for 6 mana and Boros, Flying Vigilance Haste. Hey, attacks the first time each turn, untap all creature control after this combat phase. Basically stack those up with this. You are doubling that up thanks to your commander. And of course, I mean, adorable ones like Atali. Look how cute. A face only a mother could love. 6/6 elder dinosaurs. Those Eldrazi dinosaur. That's different Atali. For 6 mana in red, when it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Cast any number of them for free, basically. Such a fun card. One that is very, very powerful as well. It's one of the most played cards in Commander for a reason, essentially. Yeah, hey, double that up with Isshin and gets double the fun. Cast me up to 8 things, potentially. It's such a crazy, cool commander that can do so many powerful things. And again, extra combats are broken with it as well. Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, is such a solid commander. $2.60 right now for this gem. A 2/3 elf scout for 3 mana in green. Whenever a creature enters its control may draw a card if that power is greater than each of the creature's power. Your opponents can benefit from this, sure, but they won't. You're going to have the biggest creatures by far. By paying green and tapping at X-Men, any combination of colors exceed Gray's power among creatures you control. Yeah, that's going to be a huge amount of power. I mean, it's the kind of deck where you're like getting out big creatures here, there, and everywhere. Then you play a Ghalta for just 2 mana. Your opponent's like, oh, great, one more thing. 12 dinosaur trample for 12 mana, but it only costs basically 2 because it costs X-less gas for the total amount of creatures you control. All of a sudden, you're just like, yeah, okay, I play this for 2 mana. I pay green mana, I tap my commander, and I add 12 mana to my mana pool. Gross, amazing, disgusting. Oh, by the way, speaking of disgusting, Tap of Domination, of course, is crazy broken with this commander. Artifact for 3, pay 1, untap it, pay 2 tap, you gain a life, 3 tap, untap our creature, 4 tap, tap our creature, 5 tap, draw a card. Basically, with this commander, and again, rules lawyers out there, I know infinite is not technically a thing, right? A trillion, whatever it is, okay? Infinite untapping of this, infinite untapping of your commander, infinite mana, infinite tapping down your opponent's creatures, and untapping all your other creatures, infinite card draw as well. I mean, not infinite, you have to draw your library, but still. You win the game, basically, is what this says. Yeah, Selvala, Heart of the Wilds is a disgustingly powerful, super fast commander. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Stella, the wild card, is probably the most broken precon commander of all time. I really can't believe they throw this in a precon. A 2/4 human rogue for 3 mana. In Izzet, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Tap, copy target, instant short spell you control. 2 targets the copy. Only if you cast 3 more spells this turn. Sure, it's a restriction, but not really a big restriction. It's very easy to go. Cantrip. All right, go infinite with this next one. Cool. Yeah, there's a multitude of cards that go infinite with this, essentially. I mean, like any of these Cerulean Wisp type cards, basically. Hey, target creature comes blue until end turn. Nice! Untap that creature, that's what we care about. And draw a card. Yeah, basically, just keep untapping your commander, draw all the cards in your deck that you want. There you go. You win. Cool. Good for you. Dramatic Reversal obviously works with that as well. Infinite mana if you got any kind of Mandorks out there or any kind of Mana Rocks out there too. Twisted Fealty. Gain control of target creature until end turn. Untap that creature, gains haste until end turn. Oh, and by the way, Wicked Roll token attached up to 1 target creature. Yeah, you basically just go infinite with this as well, and because the Wicked Rolls keep going to your graveyard, yeah, each opponent loses infinite life. Okay, not infinite, their life totals. Whatever, rules lawyers. Stella, wildcard, is a broken commander. Can't believe they put this in a precon, and yeah, to upgrade your precon, if you already have that, just swap out some of those untapped cards, and you win! Unctus Grand Metatect is such a specifically weird commander, but it is so incredibly powerful. A 2/4 Ledger Artifact Creature for Exin Vidalkin. Yeah, they really scrunched in that line. For 3 mana in blue, other blue creatures you control have whenever this creature comes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Other artifact creatures get ++1 that you control. Oh, and by the way, by paying Phyrexian blue, until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact to other colors and types, activate on sorcery. Cool. What matters with this one is essentially, well, I guess you can build, like, you know, a really cool life swap deck around it if you really want to, like a Soul Conduit, because you can lose all the life that you want without a Phyrexian blue, but sure. Anyways, what matters is literally just untapping. I mean, just a Fettle Alchemist plus this equals infinite, okay? Tap to untap target artifact creature. Notice that doesn't say another, meaning that you can use it to untap itself again and again and again, which normally would be useless, except with this commander in play, it's not, because it's a blue creature, it becomes tapped. You draw a card, discard a card, you loot your entire library, you got a Psychosis Crawler in play, congratulations, your opponents are gone. There's plenty of ways to win from there. In fact, you know, you can just tutor up for whatever combos you need. Vizier Tumbling Sands, though, again, this one does not say what the exact thing that a Fettle Alchemist said, right? It says untap another target permanent. Oh no, I've got to untap another one. How will I ever go infinite? Well, you have a lot of these kinds of cards in your deck, and all of a sudden they just keep untapping each other. There you go. That's how you do it. Unctus is a strange, amazing, very powerful commander that requires very little setup to go infinite and win. Yeah, check it out, pick it up, build around it. It's broken. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on this one. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.